Welcome to FoodOps Demo. You can download our application from Apple App Store onto your iPhones or iPads. Here I have it on my iPad, and I'm going to go into the application, and the first thing you would see is a login screen. If this is the first time you're downloading this application, then you can use our free sign up link to create a login, and once you log in, you'll be taken to a home screen which acts as a central navigation point to go to various dashboards that are part of FoodOps. So this screen and every other screen that you would see in FoodOps is highly customizable from the look and feel as well as the functionality. So in this demo, I will take you through some of the analytical capabilities and the business use cases that are addressed in FoodOps. Now let's look at the operations dashboard. This dashboard gives you an intuitive and clear view of all the important KPIs within restaurant operations. As you can see, this dashboard is divided into 4 quadrants, each one addressing the different perspectives within operations such as sales, food cost, labor, and customer. Within each of these quadrants, you can see the various important KPIs most relevant to that perspective, along with some graphs to help you identify the outliers and trends. Along with that, based on your current selection of the region here, you also can see your relative ranking with respect to other regions. For example, under food cost, you can see that Midwest region is ranked 5th among all the regions. You can also get additional insight into these numbers by swiping left on any of the panels to look at your top performing restaurants. Here I swiped on the food cost, and as you can see, I have the top 5 restaurants, which comes out to be about 5% lower than the planned cost. And if I swipe left again, I can also see my wanted restaurants and get an idea of where you might want to concentrate your efforts. In addition to that, for each of these perspectives, I can drill into a more detailed view of the perspective by clicking on the icon. Staying on our food cost example, I'm going to click on the food icon. And this takes me to a detailed view where I can see my numbers at the district level and also select individual districts to get the trend as well as my inventory cost and waste amounts at the major inventory item level. So at this point, if I like to discuss some of the data with my district manager, for example, let's say I see a slight raise in my food cost in March, I'm going to pull up my annotate and share feature and circle the item there and add a comment. And I can share this using my share option through email to any of my district managers and kind of get an answer from that manager. I'm not going to send it here. And this annotate and share feature is available on all of the boards, and it is a very useful collaborative feature in MicroStrategy that's available for the mobile application. In addition to the home screen, individual dashboards have a menu icon at the top left corner, clicking on which will pull up a menu with links to other dashboards, including the home page. Here of the list of dashboards available in FoodOps, you can see we have two different financial dashboards, each one addressing a different business scenario. The first one is supposed to be a typical P&L dashboard, versus second one is an ad hoc financial analysis, which could be used by a more advanced user to get better insights. Let's go into the restaurant financial dashboard. This is a typical P&L dashboard with chart of accounts on the left hand side with actuals and planned amounts. In the right hand side, you can see for individual level 2 accounts the actual balances versus planned for the past few months, and you can also see the year-to-date trend at the bottom. So you can select any of the individual level 2 accounts to get an idea of your actuals and planned balances for that account for the selected region. Let's look at ad hoc financial analysis dashboard. This is a different kind of dashboard, a more interactive visualization dashboard perhaps a power user can use. So here I will into the filtering feature where I can choose the specific account types that I want to look at the data for, and in addition to that I can also set thresholds for the metrics and look at the data from that perspective. Here I ended up with a heat map and a sortable grid on which I can do more interactions to get a better understanding of my numbers. I can do sorting to descending order to see which of my accounts have the highest actuals and such. And this dashboard is highly customizable, where I can configure different graphs to interact with each other. Go to the home screen from here. Let's look at some of the mapping capabilities in FoodOps. I'm going to go into Interactive Map Dashboard. This is a marketing promotions dashboard which plots a bubble graph overlapped on the map to represent various promotions, could be an LTO or other kind of promotions run for a period of time. And each of the bubbles represent the store at which the promotions are run, and the size and the color of the bubble is dictated by the metric selected. Here I have the redemption amount selected, but I can also choose a redemption count. So if I zoom into a particular area and choose one of the bubbles, I can look at that particular store's redemption amount and count numbers in a pop-up. So this is one example of how to use maps within MicroStrategy app and within FoodOps, but there are other numerous ways of using the interactive maps like density maps and a few other ways in which you can take advantage of the mapping features. Let's go into Event Impact Analysis Dashboard. This dashboard gives you a perspective of the sales along with various events that occurred in the region. So here I can kind of try to identify any correlations between the events that occurred and the sales trend. For example, in this area, I see a slight dip in the sales along with a high number of events that occurred during that time. And if I click on one of the bars, I can see a more detailed list of events that occurred. And as you can see, there are 3 stores that were affected by a hailstorm, and that could possibly be the reason why my sales are down during that time. And this dashboard helps me get that kind of a perspective. Let's go to the restaurant information dashboard from here. This is another map dashboard where you can see the clusters of stores mapped on the United States. And let me uncluster them. Now you can see individual pins representing each of the stores, and all of the red pins represent corporate stores versus the blue pins represent franchisee stores. If I zoom in to a particular area and click on one of the pins, I can see more details for that particular restaurant, and I can click on restaurant detail link in the pop-up to go to a more detailed view for that restaurant, along with the location address and the contact information. I can also look at employer roster and the individual employee details and try to identify the team member that I'm looking for, and also be able to contact them directly from here by clicking on one of the email links, or if you have the iPhone version, you can call their phone number from here. You can also go to the directory dashboard to get a much more detailed employee roster and filter based on the hierarchy levels you're looking for and the departments, and try to get a list of employees that you are looking for, and be able to directly see their contact information and also email them or phone them is the app itself. Lastly, I like to show you a couple of dashboards addressing the business requirements specific to food service industry. So one of them is the manager's checklist. So every manager in a restaurant wants to keep track of all the maintenance items that they needed to complete that day or that week or that month. And this dashboard helps a restaurant manager to keep track of the different open items and the completed items, and also update them based on the status, and submit to be able to use this manager checklist for their tasks. Another business use case specific to food service industry is the restaurant evaluations. As a regional manager, I would have to regularly go through various evaluations done by my district managers for the restaurants under them. So this dashboard gives me a good view of all the evaluations, and I can look at various scores based on the criteria and the specific date it has been evaluated. And as a district manager, I can also look at the evaluations, but I can also click on the new restaurant evaluation link from here, and as I go to a new evaluation page where I can specify the scores for individual criteria and then submit the evaluation, and my restaurant evaluations list would be updated with that new evaluation. Finally, as a restaurant manager, I can go to the Operations Alerts dashboard and look at various alerts that might affect my store and the sales, and take appropriate precautionary measures. So by consolidating some of these business processes that are traditionally manual and paper driven into the FoodOps app, we are giving the restaurant a way to both access their data in the form of various dashboards, as well as be able to execute their business functions.